Hello YouTube, this is Megan Phoenix 07 and I'm starting out a new project real quick because my other one has kind of slowed me down a little bit. What I've got here, I'm getting ready to set up a new tank, and there's been a lot of questions as far as instant cycles, how to set up and stuff like that. So I thought I would just set up a spare tank I got. It's only temporary, so this is just to help some folks out. Basically what I have here is I have this water put in a 5-gallon bucket, and I put a heater in it, and I put an old filter without any filtering media to kind of stir the water around. And if you'll notice, there's a bag of fish food at the very bottom. Now basically what I'm doing here is I'm allowing the fish food to kind of rot a little bit. That way I can produce ammonia. I put it in a little bag to keep it from making as big a mess as what it would normally take. Now this food is not ready and no ammonia has been produced yet, but the reason I'm showing this bucket is because I want to bring out a few pointers for anybody who's just wanting to get into the hobby and hasn't started yet. I want to impress on you a few key points before you do anything. One is make sure you have everything ready to go before you start setting up the tank. Two, fish are the last things you want to put in the tank until it is completely cycled. Now, the reason I did this is I like to let my water age just a little bit. It does have water conditioner in it. And now for the other point, go to where I keep my aquarium. Excuse the mess. I am putting a 10-gallon, I'm setting it up right here, and what I've done is I found the most convenient location I can find for the moment. And again, like I said, this is only for temporary. So basically the two top things that you should do when you're first setting up an aquarium is, one, know where you're going to set it up. Two, make sure that location has everything you need. Something to support the tank, an electrical outlet so that you can run your equipment for it, and three, know what you're going to put in there. Okay, if you're first starting out, this 10-gallon is not your best bet. Your best bet for starting out in the hobby is the old adage, the bigger the better. But I would recommend myself that just starting out you should use either a 55-gallon or a 75-gallon tank. Those are your perfect starter sizes as far as getting into the hobby and learning how to work things. Okay, so right now all I have in this tank is one little piece of driftwood and a rock that's kind of holding it up, supporting it. Okay, now the other thing is, like I said, I want to show how to do an instant cycle. And basically what has happened is, under here, if you can see it, I won an Eheim filter. It's a Echo Pro, I believe it's a 60, and you can barely see it, but I instant cycled this aquarium, this filter, using the biomedia out of my Hob filter, and I put it in here to start an instant cycle. Now that I'm ready to start this tank, I'm going to take the filter media that I put in here out and put it back into the Hob so that I have the instant cycle. Okay, now what this will entail is the bacteria is going to basically be seeded into the filter, which is by far where most of your biological bacteria is going to be. People talk about your gravel, not a good place for bacteria. People say, well, take the gravel out, put it in another aquarium, and you can start an instant cycle like that. That is not true. The gravel may hold some, may hold a little bit more than normal, but it's never going to be enough to do an instant cycle. Plus, to do an instant cycle, it has to be in your filter. Okay, so when I get through with this, I'm going to take the old media out of my Echo, put it into the Hobb filter that I'm going to use, and then put it on the tank. Okay, and I should, hopefully, we'll be able to edit it both together to make one video. So hopefully y'all won't have to watch this twice. Alright,